Once again, a very good afternoon to you, and you are welcome. It's still Soul Sisters right here on Enugu's Rock Station, Solid 100.9 FM, and it's the series Ability and Disability. It comes to you every third Sunday of the month. And on this program, this is where we get to hear real life stories as regards to issues, okay? And like we do say, that the fact that you're able today, you don't know what can happen tomorrow. And our topic for today is fall prevention and spinal cord protection. So today we'll be doing this because we have very important people joining us. I would say they were actually the reason why we started this ability and disability. I think the first time they were here, we had after the discussion there was need to create this particular segment on Soul Sisters, and it's been running and we're here again. So we'll be journeying through a very important health and safety topic, which is fall prevention and spinal cord protection, because whether young or old, able-bodied or differently abled, protecting our spine means protecting our life and independence. So if your spine has issues, then there is a problem. So we know that falls are among the leading causes of injuries worldwide, and sadly, spinal cord injuries are often the result. A slip in the bathroom, a fall from a chair, even tripping on an uneven ground can change someone's life in seconds. When they share their story, it was I think everybody who both those people were listening, everybody were like, wow, 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 that day. And but they are still alive, they are still telling their story, encouraging everyone, and they are here again. And that's why we're diving into the practical steps that everyone can take to prevent falls and protect their spinal cord, that amazing bundle of nerves that connect our brain to the rest of our body. So joining us this afternoon, we have Fine Glow. Fine Glow, good afternoon, and you're welcome. I will not say you're welcome. Is it? Yes, you're welcome because you're also part of this program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
How you doing?
I'm good.
It's been like we see twice a year. But it's good. It's fine.
Thank you.
It's fine. But we talk, we chat,
Correct.
which is good. And I don't know how to introduce the next person, whether I should call him what he used to call me. But that is by the way. We'll talk about it off air, Shay. We have Eze Sinachije Emmanuel. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
As you can see, I'm fine.
As I can
I
see
should
you.
be fine. Yeah.
No, you are always fine. So we're look, and Ugo Simba is still here. Ify is still here. NK, all of us were still here. Okay, so maybe just for those probably who maybe they've not seen you or heard your story, I just want briefly, maybe you just take 3 minutes in summary of, because this topic is actually timely because we're entering into the Christmas period, right? So everybody will go to the village. Those are home. There'll be lots of cooking, lots of falling down that will be happening. People playing ball. You're trying to dodge masquerade if you're in the area where there's masquerade. There's going to be fall here and there. You go to the market, bara, sige, uzo, before Iruana. Before you know it, Baru, Area Genu, and all that. So fall definitely happen. Or you're fetching water in the well and the ground is slippery, before you know you fall. I think some time ago somebody told me that she slipped in the bathroom. Okay, and it still fall, even though she stand up and say, nothing do me. She's just lucky because we've had so many cases of people who fell in the bathroom, and it's either they go from there, yes, or they remain. They have issues with their spinal cord. They are now on wheelchair. So it happens on a daily basis. So let's quickly, using your story as case study. The spinal cord, we know, is the highway of communication between the brain and the body.
Yeah,
so if your spine is not communicating with the brain, there is a problem, right? So damage to it can actually cause paralysis, chronic pain, or loss of function.
Disconnection, yes.
Yes, okay. So prevention, like they say, is better. But how do you prevent it? Let's go with your story, just briefly, for people who probably they don't even know who Fine Glow is. They don't know your story. Just briefly.
Thank you so much.
So you can watch on Facebook. Go to Facebook, you will see the Fine Glow. Fine Glow. He's glowing and he's fine. Oh, you understand? So let's briefly hear your story. How?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Just in brief, just like you said, I was actually assaulted in 2006. I used to be a trader. If I should borrow the language of our uncle Peter Obi, I used to be a trader in the north. So the unfortunate happened. I had agreement with some boys. I was actually thinking they are going to settle for, we're going to have understanding at last, but they resulted into abuse. And I was unfortunately hit my head on the floor. So the weight of my body compressed my spine, and here we are, 19 years down the line. So, but the bottom line is, just like you said, briefly, that is what happened. It has not been easy since then, but we're here, we're moving forward.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, because you know, when people see people, they don't know their story.
Exactly.
They feel okay, maybe it's just one big accident inside motor. The motor somersaulted 20 times. But now your story, how change? You know, you did not go in depth, so they did change before you know it on the floor. Maybe while they are carrying you, trying to help you, is you are not like this. But you're still standing, you're still spreading for some people they'll say, what am I? See, I'm like this. You want me to then be preventing you from falling? I better go and for your own. I ain't to your tent to Israel. Go and for your own, please. But you are here teaching people, enlightening people, trying to prevent what happened to you from happening to somebody else.
Correct.
Because the truth is, if you had that, if somebody had told you, probably that orientation, you know, go even, you go just forfeit the chain, say, I beg, I don't want trouble. But even with these things we are saying, there are some people, as I'm talking, they go to a boy, they are fighting.
As human reaction,
They are, as I'm talking to you now, they are fighting. Go there. Just it's not a prophecy. Go and check.
15 naira.
For 15 naira change.
Or lesser.
Yeah?
Or something lesser.
Because, let's hear your own story, please. Briefly.
I did not fall. They called me. That's what happened in 2012, June 20th. Yesterday was 13 years and
19.
13 years.
13 years and wow.
And 3 months.
Oh.
I was attacked by armed robbers. They shot me on the neck. I got my C4, C5. That's the shortest way of saying it.
That short way. That's short, but we're still 13 years after. We're still standing strong, doing the things that will help us. Because there are a lot of people that will have this kind of situation, and you see them on the streets looking for help here and there, begging, possibly. So let's hit our topic for today, okay? Which is, of course, we're talking about fall. And from the background we've given, we've said that, see, we have to prevent this fall. It's simple, but then it's difficult. Because just like what I said, if you go to Holy Ghost now, people are quarreling, pushing each other. Before you know it, the other day I was going home and 2 people were fighting. Big men, early in the morning. I was coming to work rather. Early in the morning. I never even chop. And 2 people are fighting. Hey, remove shirt. What I just told the keke that carried me when he was looking, I said, guy, if you want to go and join them, just gently tell me, let me come down and be going. I don't have mouth to shout, to say, hey, and when me. Because what happened in 1960? We repeat itself. Then I'll start going to orthopedic.
You don't really want that.
I don't want it to happen. The one that happened, we have not come out of it. You understand? But we need to now enlighten people. The kind of fall. And You might think it's small. Maybe you're walking now, you hit your bageba eda, you feeling not the normal. You just wake echi, you start feeling pain. Because there are people that their own cases have started like that. Before you know it, it develop into something else. And they say it's small. So let's talk. How do we as people, like with your stories now, what would you say to people who are listening, who probably do not understand why they need to avoid falling in any way? Though there are fall that you know that you cannot
You can
avoid.
Prevent,
prevent.
yeah.
Yes, they will happen. But then if it happens, what should they do?
Thank you.
Fine glow.
Thank you so much. I actually think I have to come back to my story because after my injury, I realized this thing didn't actually happen to me. There are some little bit reverse to what happened. When I was in the village, you know, trying to live in the village is kind of competition. You see your mates, they go to farm, they carry heavy loads, and you want to prove them wrong.
you are
that
strong.
Thank you, I'm stronger than you, you're not better than me. At that age, you are trying to carry some things that are bigger than you. Those weights are, you know, they are just resting on your spine. Continuously, you are doing it. You are just going on with it. You get used to it. Because I remember after all those things, mixing concretes, doing lintel, others messing work, carrying blocks, trying to get my 5 naira and my 2 naira to buy up at the break period and stuff like that. So you do all those things, you are claiming yourself to be a stronger man. I recall doing all those things, leaving village, getting to Lagos. I used to have pain in my spine, constant pain. I don't know if it has anything to do with it. My blood group, is it my genotype of blood group is AA. So I fall sick often, malaria. The pain should just be there often. So I felt, immediately I had this misunderstanding with these people. Did not take long. Immediately they just hit me on the floor. My spine just gave way. There's a crack on the spine. So that alone is one. So I want people, if it's possible, to reduce competing anything, especially according to the Igbos. Stop bragging with afufu, pain, stress, suffering. Stop bragging with that. It doesn't give you any benefit. We do it a lot here. We want to show the other person, I can beat you up, I can do you this. Before you know it, you land yourself in a very difficult situation that may actually give you lifetime regret. Just like my referral. When I think about it, that day I had this injury. I have 900 naira in my pocket. I have 200 naira in my pocket. I have 10 naira, 3 in my pocket. Now, what am I arguing about? Just claiming to drag my rights. I'm arguing about 10 naira. And I have 3 of them in my pocket. So that my brain is telling me that it's your right to
It's
actually
your
look
right.
for one rubbish or one. So sometimes it is possible sometimes. Can you just forget about your rights? Can you have a little bit patient and think about where is your right that you are dragging? What is the hospital bill? What is admission to a national orthopedic hospital? What is your weekly bill in the national orthopedic? The discomfort, the pains, the psychological effects. Can you think about it even before it happens? I know it's hard for human beings to deal with, but sometimes can we just sit, breathe in and breathe out and see if we can actually think towards those goals to help us live? There we go.
You know, that's why it's good that you are here, because if it's just me maybe talking about it or go Simba, people will feel like I what what was there 10 naira muhafia. Hey, Jesus, I can never. Thank you. Then one blow,
Hey.
you will not even tell somebody say they blow you because of 10 naira.
Within Noah's and Liberty, if I tell you how many people that have lost their life, Ogundi keke na passenger, 50 naira change.
Exactly.
I've counted not less than 3.
No,
There's some people I know that their fight has led. In fact, Ofonye na kwado wedding echi or more today.
because of how much?
Because of 50 naira from T Junction to Liberty.
15 naira or half a nwunye. I think so.
Yes.
Also, okay, you heard the story.
Yes.
Nke akwara aka n'azụ.
Kakuraka na so they call Noah's.
He just raised hand. He has not beaten him.
Uh-uh.
He shocked. But he
Is this Sinachi? This question is to you because your own. You said the dara and now they put the same hand they push you or something. Gone, piam. The person is gone. So please, I want you to talk on the like going with your experience. You've been going to hospital. Definitely, you've been seeing people who are coming for different reasons, and you agree with me that everybody who is coming to the hospital that has spine issue actually fell. There's a falling.
Definitely.
Unless you are born with it, there's always a falling. You can't tell me you just develop spine issue for sitting down. Even sitting, if you sit too much self is problem. You stand too much problem. Because since morning I've been sitting, just I want to stand. Hey, I say God, what happened in 1970? Will not happen. So, Eze Sinachi, Biko, you're using your story, please. What are the simple steps that you think everybody needs to take, both at home, to prevent accident or falling? Please, if you can enlighten us, because we're using both of you as our resource persons. We're planning to have a doctor here, but doctor is not here. But I know people are experienced because you go to the hospital often. You also talk to people, maybe upcomers in this spinal issue. So that at least, I remember the last time, if you remember, that we're talking, some people were now like, you were the one giving people hope. And when you give people hope, people that have not seen you will be like, ha, hope in there. But how can you be the one giving us hope, Kwan? Do you get? So please, over to you, Eze Sinachi.
Luke 16.
That's why the sick Ibia. Eh? What in Bible? Because immediately I'm what in my Bible. What is all this? Luke 16 verse. Gini.
I was at the verse, but something happened
Okay.
in Luke 16. That's why I'm here.
Mm.
The story of Lazarus and the rich man.
Mm.
In verse 27, the rich man said, "Then I beg you, Father Abraham, send Lazarus to my father's house, where I have 5 brothers. Let him go and warn them, so that they, at least, will not come to this place of pain." Just as Bango had said, mgbe m jere school, akwụkwọ abalị ka m jere. So, when I use my spinal cord, I don't care much. But the experience has taught me that spinal cord is like, in fact, but human body like a conduit wiring. Then spinal cord like a maybe hitting the
Control switch.
the control switch,
Junction box.
everything you can think of. And once that place is affected, in fact, you can ask spark, you can name low current, that is and
Regular
your wirings won't be normal again. You can't be normal again. So, and that is why that rich man noticed that somebody to leave hair, according to the story, could not work. So he now started advocating that Abraham will send people to go and warn Imune and also never too much. So that is why I'm here, to warn others. Now this situation I not be too much. Yes, that's too much. And you can imagine where you can't be yourself again. Sometimes your leg will refuse to go, to move.
Mm.
I always tell people that, like, a day on morning mass, which day was that? Somebody joined me, because the leg will refuse. Part of the body, you will just wake up, you notice that you are not, everything is scattered. Your whole body, the hand will be shaken by itself. Anything, you can't be normal again. So, when you marry her, to prevent the falling, to prevent coming here, so that you will not partake in this pain. Because spinal cord injury is that every day there must be pain.
Definitely.
I had a friend who came to my place last time. Ikea brought spinal. I know they use crutches. And she was telling me that Namkayama. Why that Ikamuma, because you don't feel any pain.
Just
Even as
like
I'm talking with
just like
you,
you're like that.
yes. But and Yanwa, since 7 months, she has never worked. But I was doing everything before now. So and you notice that because me on a memory or the memory before Magoria, Mua, him memory before. Even if you do it for me, or them to make it right. So we'll make sure that like there was this shoe I bought. The first day I wore it, one of my ex was praising me. Now this shoe I'm making, but since that day she had never seen me with that
Sure
this shoe
again.
again. Why? Man, I'm tired with that shoe that very day. So why would you wear what is not convenient for you just for a show? Either what will happen? Those people praising you, how man not there? So like slippers, game man overall size, not drama for you, not convenient for you. There is no need to wear that. Nke bụ okwu na na-ese okwu, if you know that just as fine glow said, you mustn't be right. Ihe dị mkpa bụ ka udo dị. A na-azọ 10 naira, na-azọ 5 naira. Before you know it, mmadụ anwụgwụkwa. Or mmadụ adụ almost like vegetable. Udo ndụ ọnwụ ka mma. You can't kill yourself because you believe that if you kill yourself, you will be bad. But you are not living like others. So if you know how to prevent it yourself, mmiri iwufu na ties. We can't go back to our roots as in ka hapụ that ties, but we can prevent, have compound them back, a house in back. Almost everywhere has rag. From bedroom, you see rag. From toilet, you see rag. From kitchen, you see rag. Why? Any drop of water, it's not clean area, so that it will not cause such a fall. Had I gone in the bedroom and passed out. How many hours? I don't know. But that time I was alone. Why? Abam slippers, slippers now me and ban the place in the bedroom. And because of that, I have to change the ties of my bedroom. Your mates are in the wage here like us. Your mates are in the mortuary like others. She praise God.
So, do you think people in Nigeria actually take spinal cord protection seriously enough? Do you think?
We are anyhow persons in Nigeria. Anyhowness is our attitude. When you have take it serious, so observing spinal cord. Spinal cord go you okay now. So would we take what we eat serious?
Okay.
Do we take anything serious? We don't take even our food. We don't take even our neighbor serious. So spine and afra, we are not serious people in anything.
Fine glue, the same question
And
to you.
it's actually quite unfortunate. We find it difficult to take anything serious. They say, oh God, I wish people can understand difficulties attached to living with spinal cord injury. I'm coming back there because you just asked if we should take things serious. Eze Sinachi, by the grace of God, the degree of his own injury is different from mine.
It's not perfect.
You understand? His own permits him, at least he's using one of his hands to lift his phone. And in fact, both of his hands are helping a little, but one is more effective. And he can actually stand, at least on Malaka height here. And some of us have, our height is now for fancy, unless when we lay on the bed. Even laying on the bed, I broke one of my femur, so my two legs are not even equal anymore. One is bent, while the other one is trying to declare the height, my initial height. I can't roll on the bed. I have to wake Chidebere, my younger brother, more than 4 times every night to come and roll me, either from left to right, either facing down or facing up, positioning my leg. My leg is standing akimbo almost all the time. The pains are there, they are constant. Before I go to toilet, I have to go and buy drugs and they start to ease myself. These are difficulties and realities of spinal cord. I lay on the bed, I have dizziness. Shortage of blood, it shows on your body. As I'm talking to you, all my body is hot. Internal hotness. Pure. I don't know where my legs are. They are just attached to my body. That is the rate because I'm having C3 injury. I went back for surgery. I'm saying all those things that people will be very, very aware that spinal cord is a bitch. If that word is allowed in this space.
It's not allowed, but
Sorry about that. So, one consciousness I want people to be aware of is I had my injury 2-6. Desperation and everything pushed me. I went back for surgery 2-10. Spinal cord injury is very delicate. I went to do that. I injured myself more. My initial injury is C5, C6. It allows my hands to be gripped to hold a little. Now, when I went back for the surgery, I came out. It's poorer. My injury is now C3, C4. It was close to my brain. I can't do anything anymore. The little I can do before they are diminishing. So you accepting people's view like Ghana surgery, Ghana nke nwaanyị ekpele, Ghana nke dibia, mee nke a. Number one is that you are going to run out of your resources. That's one. You are going to lose yourself. You won't know yourself. You are going to be frustrated. In that process, I just called a boy living with spinal Chisom, living with spinal cord. He went to Anambra for one treatment, local treatment. His leg has shrink. I have a friend too, Mr. Joseph. Friends we have in common. They took him to one place in the village. You understand?
And that verse,
The guy nearly died. Lost a lot of money in that village and he nearly died. God saved him. It's okay. Last time I was in the hospital, he came to have surgery for your pressure sore. Evacuated some part of the skin that are dead. And it's okay now. What I'm trying to say is this thing is not easy. People should be careful. They should not live carefree. We should show concern. We should not just live like nothing is happening. Everything is happening. Some of us are not happy we are living. That we keep smiley face. Maybe some of us are naturally actors. We try to act all the time, but in reality, you are not living in the prison, but you're actually living your life like you're in prison. Of what joy? Of what joy? You are a sanguine, but you are living life like you have become what is it called? These people that always stays indoor.
Introvert.
Introvert, but you are an extrovert. What life is that? So, that thought thing ever. I call it unfortunate admission. So when you are unfortunately admitted here, learn how to manage yourself. If you are not here already, you could do everything possible
Not to be
Don't
there.
come to us.
do everything possible not to be here. It's not fun here. Yeah, here is like Onye no Akumo, just like the story he told. Onye no Akumo is warning you now to be careful not to come. Don't come. Or that at all. So this month of our awareness, month of September, we are happy. And just like we forgot, we are appreciating Solid FM for actually being behind us. These years you guys have been there, shining the light and making our voice to loud and reach more persons who are ready to actually hear us. It's not easy, and we pray people can, desist from anything that will make them have that for to be in this space. Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah. I'm speechless, so to say. In fact, each time
They come.
they come out, honestly, my everything about me changes. You understand? It's not easy. Disability is not easy generally, but this spinal cord it seems to be the worst of it all. Even though no nwere nke a ga-asị na ọ kacha njọ, mana nke a,
Correct.
to the best I have known and heard of other forms of disability, this seems to be the worst of it all. So I want to use this opportunity to urge parents, teachers, school owners. The new academic section is beginning tomorrow in Enugu. When you see kids pushing each other, playing too much, be caution. Caution, because for them, they are just playing. But there are some kinds of play that will lead to this situation we are treating today. Last term, my boy came home from school with a serious wound on his leg. And when I interviewed him, it happened that it was the hostel master that pushed him and he hit his leg on the bunk. I took it up immediately. I called the the Reverend Sister, the school principal. I am not against disciplining
A
a
child.
child when he errs, but not punishing. Punishment and discipline,
It's so different.
they are not the same thing. I told the school principal, supposing this boy hits his spine on that bunk, do you know what it will result? In fact, they went as far as bringing the hostel master on the phone. Because the worst of it all is that the hostel master has slight eye problem. So another boy was making noise, and unfortunately for my son, he was passing at that time, and the hostel master started pushing him, running after him, and he pushed him. You understand? And I 4:30. So, because if you want to punish a child, even we parents, sometimes we don't know how to control our emotion. We will beat and beat and beat. Get out from here, you push. That push, you marry a boy, you land. From what I have seen and from what I have heard from Eze Sinachi and Fine Glue, let us discipline mananya kwanaka. And mothers, because our bedroom, sometimes the ties are not the one on me and you or dirty dinia. Now me in most cases, wash and wash and wash. So open him and man samujeje gote this foot mat in the where's it was there in a bedroom again. Call down that you are not standing on a bare floor. I lost a very good oncologist handling my daddy's case at Niger Foundation as a result of other bedroom. And he's alone in that house. Family. So in time to wash the bedroom regularly, and that was how we lost that man. So because if you cannot wash your bedroom, get foot mats. Where's the see a non a bedroom?
Wash it self, not if you cannot. Wash
for some
it
people,
because
people are pigs, so you can just
even the
talk of
foot mat self will get dirty.
Onya be ya hunji sing na people are to avoid kedafiambo spinal cord injury. Obu na onye acho ibi n'ime dirty nya bili mana nya ada na ada. Ties are good. Mana ndị na-arụrụ anyị ụlọ rụọ ọrụ anyị ebe a mana mmiri na-awụ ha maru the tie ha na-choose. It's beautiful, it's nice. Mana mmiri tụọ na anyị biko no, let's clean. Ihe as fall prevention. So if ọbụna ya prevent ya ada, some of us here bisi n'ụlọ enu mmiri ezo ikuku mmiri bubatasiala anyị na balcony, we can't even get a mop. And I'm an ụmụaka there are even okenye adịchabe careful ọbụrụ ụmụazị. So please, let's do all we can to prevent and talk to your children. If any naburi fog, some parents say ụmụazị faja anụ ọgụ. If we na logi shopping na gimare tia ifesi bezia.
Okay.
If only you are now cultivating the habit of fighting in that small child, and tomorrow, obro ya meruru mother, obro nya wake merura. As no, the cowards be negotiate the children of a brave man, where their fathers were buried. Maka need the brave, need the brave, need the brave. Ibutelo won't give something that you cannot come out of it in your entire life. So as much as we can, let us prevent. My dad will always tell you, yes, yes sir means yes sir. Balloon no, yes sir. Oh my balloon ife de mma for your life and the life of the next person sitting beside you.
You know, when we talk about spinal cord injury, like I did say earlier, a lot of people feel okay is maybe you can only get it through serious accidents, maybe in a highway. The motor has somersault or 20 times.
My neighbor,
Imana the accident, the very, very serious. Imana, yes, asigino spinal cord or as a result.
My neighbor Darada, it's just like he Fine Glue about he lifts heavy thing. So in Kiaba as a result of Onyetona village, so that he went to India for surgery at that spine. When he came home, he told me, you don't have to lift anything above 9 kg on this head. Man, 9 kg or the Kwanaro to compare what people are lifting.
And they move 50 kg rice.
You understand? So sometimes we may find Gemena, we are strong to prove There are so many mana ogu for Donna Bopa ignorance, and that's why I have to thank both Solid FM and Fine Glows and the rest of them that are coming here to sensitize
Yes.
people, because most of the times it is ignorant. Somebody like me, if not that my neighbor told me, I'm a you know. So please,
I can see on the man this short. I'm not gonna the spine.
Honestly speaking,
So this year's theme is fall prevention, spinal cord protection. And what we're doing is we're shining a spotlight on one of the most critical yet preventable risk for people living with spinal cord injuries, and even people who eventually, maybe, if they don't follow these preventive measures, they can come down with it. And that's the essence of this conversation this afternoon. So that if you are carrying buckets of water, you know the quantity you are carrying. Not when you carry it, the ground is slippery, you now fall, boom, pia. And Biko Ida, please tell somebody need
That's
rada.
another angle.
Yes, if you fall, tell somebody. Not all your pikin fall, you come, you see one pongo for your head. You just come do a pian, it's not the okay.
Or even you that fell, you are trying to use that same muscle to stand up.
Thank you. You are causing more damage.
If it's possible, if you can lie there for a moment, just lie.
Thank you.
Just lie.
But you know,
If it's more dangerous, call professionals to come and pick
but
you
you know
up.
that if I fall like this now, no go on, maybe people see me where I go stand up.
That may actually be a measure at that second,
Yes.
but you are causing more harm.
Exactly.
That's exactly how a lot of persons need. I believe my case wouldn't have been this worse if I have laid on that particular spot, being picked by professionals. But immediately I started crying, shouting, looking for help. They came around and everybody was helping me.
Dragging
Me by all means, folding me into a car, taking me to Ukochukwu Nka Kogbelu Megbele and Hausa Kogomogo, taking me to my own pastor Kogbelu and rushing, all those things. I was fainting and waking. Those are effects on the spine. If you have gotten professionals who
maybe
knew what
probably take you to the hospital directly,
direct.
straight. Yeah.
Who even knew
because
what
it may
happened
be
to
almost impossible for a professional to come and pick you from the place. you
Yes.
fall. But had it been they took you to
there.
the hospital directly.
That is why
It's
we are
without-
creating this awareness. Don't anybody in such critical case on the floor, don't fold the person. If it's just carry the person the way he is on the floor. Make sure not to bend any part of him.
Yes,
Put him on
I think
on a
from the
stretcher.
I think there's somebody that can, I think from the waist rather than hold the hand, drag the
Yeah,
hand.
don't.
You carry
Don't.
from the either from the
For
armpit
one
side.
person to even lift you is bad.
Yeah.
That is even why I can't use my right hand up to now. See? Because those who carried me with my right
And they are
leg
trying to
Dragging
help.
it.
and my right hand. That's how they carried me. My right leg and my right hand. And till today, they are the ones that are not functioning.
Into the bank to withdraw your own money. The next minute, you're in the hospital. 1 minute, somebody owe you change. Oh, you want to collect your change, 10 naira.
That's why we often use the word or the phrase. There is a thin line
Between ability and disability.
Definitely. Definitely.
Because 1 minute you are this way, the other. Even when I had accidents, it was like that. 1 minute I'm smiling, I'm going to work. The next minute I'm seeing myself in orthopedic hospital, and I'm like, even when I even said I won't come to work, oh, everybody thought I was joking. I said I won't come to. I had an accident. I'm in orthopedic. Do you understand? So 1 minute you're like this. So had it been maybe on that Kurotana, the motor hits me now my back I use for. Won't be speaking this English now.
The English will restrict
The English, yes,
I think awareness is very,
very important. That's what we're doing.
Like I remember when we were growing up, I was privileged to have an uncle who is a doctor. He normally brings this book when there's no doctor.
Yes.
I think if this awareness can continue, maybe in schools as well, okay, both in secondary and university, so that when somebody had an accident, Nigeria, we can be show empathy without the knowledge. Are you getting me? Like when there's accident, everybody wants to help. You see people dragging and all that. I think there's
These days, sometimes most people don't. Though they'll be
Snapping picture. They never take picture.
Happening now.
Very life.
awareness is very, very pivotal. If you create that awareness, so that all of us will have the knowledge on how to save
carry,
someone
exactly.
or how to hold if there's any accident. And also, I think people should work on their emotions as well. And yes,
Very
I think
important.
if that awareness will align with whatever you are doing, emotions is very, very key. A lot of people don't know an average Nigerian now is angry. Yes, an average Nigerian is angry. And this
Nigeria
idea
itself.
of let me show you who I am
Mm.
is very, very bad. If we can let go, like she said, what the dad used to say, Koya listen, it's very important. But you know, people nobody wants to look like a weakler, nobody wants to. But if you know what, like this awareness, I've learned a lot. 10 naira, please go. 15 naira, it doesn't matter. As far as you have your body and your peace, you don't need to show that you are stronger than anybody.
See, it's
Yeah.
somebody who is able that is stronger. Yes, if you are able, like now you see trouble and you avoid the trouble, you go with your hand, your leg, every part of your body intact.
Sometimes people
You are
will
the
say
winner.
things that will provoke you.
Yes,
As we're controlling the emotions.
the emotions.
Yeah, that emotion is very, very pivotal. If we can learn how to manage, even in the place of work, sometimes your boss will say some certain things, or maybe somebody who can look your even in the marriage, even in the family. Okay, we have heard a lot of news that brothers killing each other because of land. It's emotion. If people can learn how to manage their emotion and know that after today there's tomorrow, or always think for the aftermath of their actions, I think it's really with the awareness we are all creating.
Yes,
I think,
because it is key. And that's why every third Sunday we usually come here and we talk about this. And we're saying everybody needs to be careful. Okay? The change they're talking about, change begins with me, it begins with you, it begins with everybody. Now, the thing is saying fall prevention. Fall is small, but it's big. Fall can happen in the kitchen. In a chimney, water pour for ground. You say, oh, let me leave it. Let me add salt and clean it. That salt you have added, oh, now let you go and bring the rag. You forget that that's the same place water pour. You sleep and you fall. When you fall now, possibly hot oil is on fire. Your hand hits the frying pan. It will double the tragedy. Falling and hot iron. Which one would they save? Is it the spinal or the fire that have already burned your face? It becomes another thing. So I think people need to be cautious. People need to actually understand that, see, that you are okay. When you look back and look at other people's story. Now, we've heard stories from Eze Sinachi. He has told us how he came to this point. Now, 13 years and is counting. Okay? And Fine Glow, 19 years. But he's bold enough to come and say, see what happened. You have heard, do you know, some people will hear this story tomorrow, they'll still fight for that 10 naira.
of course,
And then you begin to wonder, even in your, see the way I am, oh, I don't like the way I don't be, you say, no, Brodanga nari 10 naira, or marry him. And when the person lands on the floor, etinya aja n'ọnụ,
you won't hear it's devil's work.
is devil's work.
Of
Now,
village
that devil,
people. Of
that
village people.
that devil now nọkwara onwe ya watching na-akwanye ọkụ ya ọ na-akwanye. It is left for you to say that fire will not blow.
Just avoid fights. Anything down.
You go to Holy Ghost, you see people fighting. Bus driver, you jam me, you know jam me. The other day was this government people, and one man, a jack koya, the other one vuru jack jack moto. My dear, boom, blood will full everywhere. I'm not ready to get stained. And it
Share the
happens.
story.
Yes.
Okay,
sure.
there's something that happened in Lagos. A young man that got a job. I think the first day he's meant to resume. He boarded a bus. I think at Onipan or something. So there's this little altercation between him and the conductor. I think it's 200. So he was like, you have to give it to me, you have to give it to me, like play, like play. The next thing he slapped or hits the conductor, and the guy just like that.
Okay. You go. You don't keep a seal.
Just like
One
that.
slap.
He was like, no, I just touched
Who you want to explain?
The same people,
Explain,
the same
Saya.
people that were against the conductor just
We turn
came
back.
like,
That is
You cannot go. You have killed somebody.
Okay,
you have
now.
killed somebody. And that's it. From that place to police station. on
Okay.
death to prison. So anger management is very
Very,
pivotal.
very
Yeah,
important.
emotional control.
Parents should tell their train your children. This like what she said. Some tell you if they beat them back.
Mm.
I wasn't brought up like that. My dad will tell you, walk away. It has really saved a lot of lives when you walk away. Let them call you foolish. Let them call you that you're stupid. But you need to live to fight
To fight
Another
another
day.
day. So anger management is very, very important. And when you have the knowledge that you are too big for so many things, even if you don't have it. There's some people when you look at them, you know that this one is trap, this one is intense. Just avoid fight. Just avoid it. Emotions is very, very important. And also, like you said, ignorance is really a virus in Nigeria. Some of us will do some certain things. It's not because we intentionally want to do them. It's because we don't have the adequate knowledge on how to do them. So I think what Solid FM is doing is very, very important. You guys are doing a fantastic job creating. I never heard of this. This is my first time.
Wow.
I think it's a new thing. If we can extend this to schools as well, to churches, all right, create this awareness so that everybody will
Even
understand.
what do pastors preach?
They preach about devil.
What do they
The
preach?
devil that is.
See, every Sunday there should be topic. In as much as you talk about salvation, you talk about tithe.
You
should
will
talk
leave
about
before going now.
talk about even how to cultivate. Farming should be a topic.
I think they
No,
do.
no,
Not
they
every
don't.
time. See,
I think they do.
No, they don't.
They
do,
can't
but-
say everything on just
No,
one
they
day. I
don't
believe they have
see.
some
They don't
programs.
do it as a topic. They do it as
they
announcements.
like to teach you about heaven,
Yeah, pastor,
forgetting about how to
pastor
live here.
who can do this is pastor that had the knowledge. So we are talking about the awareness
Same
as well.
awareness,
Like I
actually.
said, I'm just hearing this for the first
You can
time.
come. Your topic will be
You understand me?
prevention. For prevention, there are some. Jesus fell 3 times. You talk about it.
So
Did he
that's-
get spinal cord injury?
You can open your own church.
I have a church on radio. Eze Sinachi is my parishioner.
Oh.
Fine view. That is why we're having this now. They are my church members.
What's the name of
We
the
go
church
see
family?
church joyfulness church on radio every morning 5 to 12.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Fantastic.
even Ugo Sinachi.
Wow.
She's part of my. You are not a part. That's why you don't
Ugo
know this.
Sinachi, don't combine my name
Sorry.
with Eze Sinachi.
Ugo Simba. They are all my church members. So we preach these things. We don't come and be talking born again unless you go to hellfire. Salvation is better than early desire. Mba. We tell you, see, prevent. If water pour for ground, clean it. Go take mob, fiche ya. Not for yourself. Even when you have elderly ones in your home, it's also important. Save them as well. You understand? So we want to appreciate Fine Glow. Fine Glow, what will be your parting words to people who are listening? Probably people with these things we've said. So sorry we'll not be able to take calls. I know a lot of you are worried, but don't worry. Just hear this message.
Our message still remains the same thing. It doesn't have any pattern. The point still remains. If you know anything that you can actually do to take you away from coming here, taking part in this, please do. Our message again is directed to government. They should create more means. Minister of Communication, both in commissioner level and in federal level, they should put more effort. You know, humanitarian affairs ministry, they should create more things. What is it called again? Those people, orientation something.
National
National
orientation.
orientation.
Orientation. They should create more room to make people be aware of themselves. A lot of times, health sector, what is these people that actually deals with transportation? Their union. They should
Nigerian
actually.
Union of Road Transport Workers.
Thank you very much. Because me, I'm seeing a lot of times some drivers always say, when I drink enough, I can drive.
Mark
From here
Anya
to-
Eja,
From here to South Africa, I can smoke. Some people use tire that have existed for years. They use it as their motor tire. All those things, it's light. You can be doing it for years and you are going scot-free. Just one will ruin your year. And that come when you are a child, when you know nothing. You don't. The way you see yourself is the way you are managing yourself. Than growing up 20-something years of my life. If I'm a flower, it's time for me to sprout. Become something important, attractive, and the rest of it. All of a sudden, Mama just saw Mama shave with Maro. mgbadobe enyi nwa ọ bịabe m ọ na-ana so ya nwa na-ana mma nsonwuli ya na mma nta nwoke si n'akụkụ ụlọ.
Oh.
I can do all those things. So what fun is it? What fun is it? So because this place is not a fun place. So you should learn how to avoid being a member of Spinal Cord Injury Association. Thank you very much.
Ah. Somebody says, my name is Okoro Bona John, and I'm writing from Akboha in Afikpo. I have a version of spine problem known as cauda equina syndrome. As a result of negligence from a doctor that operated on me, which affected my spine on the 23rd of June 2022, it's not been easy. He needs your contact. So, would you love to give your contact on air?
Go ahead.
Okay, can I call it on air?
07038173345. Definitely, we have national body where everybody can be part of. We talk about our different levels of spinal cord injury. It is we are doing to prevent ourselves from pressure sore, because that's one of the biggest killer for people who are already living with spinal.
What's pressure sore?
Pressure sore is actually a sore that develops in your body, maybe because you are lying in one particular place position. You understand?
Is it like bed sore?
That's bed sore.
Oh,
Another
okay.
name for it is ulcer, pressure sore, and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we talk about all those things. So we want everybody living with spinal cord injury to be part of that. So they can actually reach me. I put them there.
Okay. That's 0703 817 3345. Okay. 0703 817 3345. And to Ezesinachi, over to you. Your parting word.
My parting word.
And your number as well.
My number is 091 311 85773.
Again?
091 311 85773.
091 311 85773.
Yes.
Okay? All right. Thank you. Don't worry, Okoro John. I will send you the number. I think he said he can't write. So don't worry. I'll send you the number. Inugo? Don't worry. So I want to appreciate Ezesinachi J. Emmanuel and, of course, Fine Glue. They're always here. And that's to tell you how there are some people that if they have this kind of issues, Mba, I no go talk about them. Come and join me.
We have them. We have them even among us.
You see?
1 minute better
Okay,
because
go ahead.
sometime ka ọ nọ n'ụlọ ọgwụ anwa now dị dịkwa mkpa ahụ. I'm in my own marriage and I'm enjoying it. But I urge people, when that marriage is becoming life-threatening, carry your kaya shift to onye dị ndụ na-ekwu na ọ nọ na marriage. Because I just remembered it now and I want to chip it in. Thank you.
Okay, so the numbers 0703 817 3345 and 0913 118 5773 in case you want to reach out to either Fine Glow or Ezesinachi. So you can reach out to them if you want to be part of the Spinal Cord Association. They have an association here, and that is where they encourage each other, just like you've heard them say, so that you too, you get encouraged, and you also be able to encourage some other person. Don't be the person that will say, hey, since it has happened to me, I want everybody to benefit from it. No. There are people like that too. Sure, you heard the Fine Glow said it. They don't want to talk about it because they are angry. Yeah. And I remember one time we had a topic on that. Don't be angry. It don't happen, be say it don't happen.
Learn how to manage it.
Just learn how to manage it. And thank God that you are alive. Because a lot of people, somebody told me the other day, it's not better I'm dead. And I'm like, excuse me. Okay, the fact that people can call you on phone and say, hello, how are you? You don't like it. He said, how are you? Is it going to pay my bills?
We have a lot of emotions running here. So
Yes.
I'm not even blaming the person, but
Yeah, I know.
some of us cannot definitely be responding that way.
Mm.
We have to just manage our emotion and accept that it has happened.
It has
So
happened.
we have to
Acceptance
treat-
is key.
exactly, yeah.
Accepting that it has happened and the way you can manage it.
Manage it.
And that's the essence of this conversation, because there's no day we have this kind of conversation. People don't call to say they want to belong,
They're
or they
calling
need
me.
people.
They're
They're already
calling
calling you. They want people to talk to them. Because I remember Mr. Okafo, you were the one that spoke to him. He just, when he is done with his acting, he became blind and he couldn't manage it. Ugo Simba was one. Up talking to, he even came to work. I think the other day with he said a lot. The extent that he's like, we want to get angry with him. At his age, he has children, but he said, the statistics in his head, Uncle, how will he be able to teach
But
it?
it's not easy.
Yes, it's not easy.
Not easy.
It's not.
And that's why this
Living a
conversation
normal
is
life and
important.
jumping
We
into
are not
disability.
we are not using words to wish it away.
Yes.
We are not trying to preach to you and make it feel simple. It's not.
It's not easy.
It's not
Yeah.
with me. It's not. A lot of these cries, I cry them. But the point is that at some point, you definitely have to be a rep. A rep in the sense that some people have to survive.
Yes. And they
Can you
survive
talk
through
to
you.
them
Yes.
how to survive?
Mm.
And you give them those guidelines on how to manage yourself. Some have given up.
Yeah.
So for those who have given up, die like a soldier. I preach it. I don't care. I always tell people who say, "Oh boy, have fun." I say I do. If I know one day I go die, my clear come on here. So far I sit there, I sit there. So we have to be strong,
Yeah.
no matter how difficult it is.
Okay, I think that's what we'll be ending with. You have to be strong. And that's what we're preaching on this program every Sunday. Third Sunday of the month, right here on Soul Sisters, on Solid 100.9 FM. So thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. We'll do this again next month.
Thank you.
And it's going to be an interesting conversation as well. My name is Lillian Ugosimba, NK, Ifi, Mystery of God, and Auntie, what's your name? Okay, Scholastica. Sorry. Take care and do have a wonderful and blessed day. Coming up at 4:30 is the French World Show.